was thrown off a little bit. I'm not used to being called by my mom's name. And I couldn't resist but to incorporate the word, but when I should be practicing my speech, I tend to lollygag and do things that I shouldn't be doing. So I am starting off on the pathways. I did the self-assessment and selected innovative planning. We all get to start off with the icebreaker. I've gotten the chance to do an icebreaker kind of introducing about myself, and so it encouraged me to maybe focus on the goals that originally brought me to Toastmasters. I joined with Nancy, and some of the major goals that I had when coming was to improve my professional skills, public speaking in the workplace, leadership and planning of a group. I'm a structural engineer, and a natural career progression is from technical design work into project and team management. And so it's just a natural skill set that I should develop as I want to lead other professionals. In the spirit of Mother's Day, I thought, well, as I start my learning journey, what better way to start than kind of articulating examples of good leadership that I have seen in other people. And in the spirit of Mother's Day, I thought I would describe some of the leadership traits that I've observed from my own mother. My mom was a longtime choir director at the church that I grew up in, a well-beloved, emotional, enthusiastic leader that everybody loved to see on Sunday. 3 key examples of leadership that I learned from watching my mom, particularly on Sundays, were leading by example, compassionate focus, and loving what you do. Leading by example is kind of a fundamental point for all of it. If you asked my mom if she felt she was a good leader, she would actually probably tell you, not really. But she's not the stereotypical type A personality that you kind of imagine commanding an office space, but really she's a leader in her own way without even realizing it. Very subtly, by just leading by example, she sets the tone for the people that she's working with, and everybody's on board with her. Secondly, I call it compassionate focus. She might be busy on Sunday, pulling her thoughts together, last-minute preparations for the songs, everybody's where they need to be, this and that, but when she reconnects with every person that she runs into at church, it's almost as if she stops time, even ever so briefly, for only a couple of seconds. Even whatever might be on her mind, she gives her undivided, compassionate focus on the person she's talking to. Even if it's just a simple, how are you doing? I know your mother's been in the hospital recently. Tell me about that. Even if she's busy with whatever she's got in her mind, right? And then finally, loving what you do and not being afraid to show it. So, my mom is a very emotional, sensitive, compassionate choir director in her interactions and talking in general. When you come to the church service and she's up there directing, she's part of the show even, and without even thinking about it. She gets into the song, she's really not only setting the tone for her choir that she's leading, but really setting the tone for the whole congregation. She's singing along with the words, she's gesturing and lightening the mood and getting everyone on board. I know they've actually gone through different transitions with leaderships in the past for the choir directors, and everybody's one of the favorite things that they love about Sundays was coming and singing along with my mom. So she might not be the kind of first thing you think of in a corporate office setting of barking down orders and telling people what to do, but in a very subtle, in her own way, through leading by example, compassionate focus, and loving what you do and not being afraid to show it. My mom is actually a great example of leadership and skills that I can learn as I start my pathway.